Greetings and salutations everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you a brand new Ryzen 3 3100 budget gaming build for only $600 at your local Microcenter. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe down below, and thank you for watching. So it's finally here. The new Ryzen 3 3100 is now available at your local Microcenter. A bit late, I'm surprised. Usually they, get these things on the launch date, but it's been delayed probably a month and a half or so, as they're just starting to appear. And I was asking around, for over a month, when is this thing coming in? But maybe due to the lack of the inventory of these processors available, now they finally got them. So there it is. I want to show you a nice $600 build that will allow you to play all the modern games at 1080p at really good FPS. So we'll begin. As always, we go to computer parts, choose the processors, AMD, and go to the lowest price first. And you'll see, at least in this store, this is the cheapest processor available. And it surely packs a mean punch. So go ahead and add that to the cart, and as you can see, it's $130. It's supposed to be only $100, but I guess because of the lack of the inventory, they could sell them at this price. So hopefully sometime in the near future it'll drop down to that $100 sweet spot, because now it actually is $10 more than the Intel 10100 processor, and they dropped the $10 recently. It was originally $130, the Intel 10100. So that's something to think about. In my previous video to this one, I did have a Intel i3 build, at a budget price. So that's something to compare to. But let's move on. As you could see, yes indeed, it is 4 cores and 8 threads, 7 nanometers. This thing's a beauty. We really have to thank AMD for these new prices and to this competitive edge. I mean, this processor here now competes with the older generation i7s, 4 core 8 threads. That's just incredible. For even at $130, it's a really good deal. So we add that to the cart. Let's move into the motherboards. AMD motherboards. Go ahead, lowest price first. And we are looking for this is the cheapest B550 motherboard right now available in the store. Go ahead and add that to the cart. Now, unfortunately, as of now, this motherboard does not combo out with that processor, because maybe of the price point right now. Maybe further down the road you might be able to combo it out, and I seen that in Microcenter later on. After some time, you will be able to combo it out. But right now, you will be paying this full price of $95. There is no combo deal. But at least you get in the latest technology. Now, why to go with this one? If you're doing a brand new build and you don't have any other Ryzen chips laying around that will allow you to flash some of these older B450s, then you're really gonna have to go with this one. And I think $95 is not too bad. You're really gonna be just saving $20 or so, So that's what it's gonna be. You're gonna go with this one. At least it's gonna work off the bat with the processor, and you have nothing to worry about. And plus, it has all the great new features. So very modern, very modern. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and jump right into the desktop memory. We're going to go to the left here and choose the DDR4 option. And lowest price first. And this time we're going to go for the 16 gig RAM kit. Usually with these builds I only go with 8, but we're going to make this really modern and go all out. And the RAM sticks I'm going to be using for this build is these here Crucial Ballistics 16 gig kit, 3200 megahertz. Go ahead and add that to cart. They're pretty much the cheapest next to this one here, T-Force. It's $1 difference. You could go even less with the 3000 megahertz, but for only $4, I think it's worth it to just go with the 3200, which is perfectly supported with that motherboard and the processor combo. So go ahead and add that. Let's move into the next part here. Okay. Now we're going to jump into desktop cases. Lowest first. And we're going to go with the good old Masterbox Q300L, the cheapest window panel. Now I know that's kind of boring. It's what I'm pretty much choosing for all my Microcenter builds here for now, because the options are really not too good as they used to be. Not too long ago, you could really get a really nice case at Microcenter for around $40. Now you're stuck with this. So that's really up to you. You want to spend a couple of more dollars. Their stock is not the greatest anymore. Look at how many items found. I just want to show you really quick. If you want to go and maybe at your store, you might have something like this thermal take for $5 more, or this Lee 205M for $10 more. You know, this is a nice one. So that really depends on your store. If you have them in stock, then you go for that one. That's really up to you. So go ahead, add that case to the cart. Now let's go next to the power supplies. And for a while they were really empty on power supplies. You might have seen that in my other video, but now they got some of them back, and this is a really good budget one here. 650 watt. It would be perfect for this build here. So go ahead, add that to cart. And then next we are going into the hard drives. We'll start off with the boot drive, which will be an SSD. Again, a lowest price first. This is my go-to standard SSD. Does its job, makes the computer run fast. Go ahead and add that to cart. That'll be your boot drive. Yeah, because the next M.2, well, you have this $40 one. If you want to go that route, but in this build we're gonna go with just this one here. These are pretty good. And then for the additional storage, we'll go for the mechanical drive. And again, we're gonna choose lowest price first. And I have here this Hitachi 2 terabyte refurbished for $38, 7200 RPMs. There's no picture here, but there's plenty here. So go ahead, add that to cart. So now you're really good, I think, with space to start off with. You got 120 on your operating system, and then you got 2 terabytes for games. I think that's very good. Definitely to start off with, that's more than enough. Okay, and now we move in to the last item here, which is the video card. Again, we're gonna go ahead the lowest price first. Scroll down, and we are going into the second page actually here. Where it is? Oh, there it is. This Power Color RX 5500 XT 4GB GDR6 PCI 4.0, which will be compatible with that motherboard and the processor. And that's a pretty good graphics card. Now go ahead and add it to cart. And now we are coming to an end. Let's go ahead and review all our items. And there you have it. As you could see, your new grand total is $600.61. Again, as I always say, definitely worth. If you're going to go to Microcenter, go ahead and get that card. You will always get 5% off each purchase. Not for just opening. It's every time. I couldn't believe that at first. I'm like, oh, I want to sign up to save 5%. And then he told me, oh, well, it's every time. It's not just for today's purchase. So, yeah. Definitely a good idea there. And again, it really depends on your taxes. I chose the store here because of the parts pretty much all the parts I wanted were in this store for this build. Sometimes I look around other stores, but it really depends on your area. Your tax might be less, your tax might be more. Give or take a couple of dollars, not a big difference. So let's just go over here and review everything again. There's your processor. There's your boot drive. There's your graphics card. There's your case, your secondary storage. The motherboard, again, you are not getting a $20 discount for the bundle as of now. There's your RAM, and there is your power supply. And there you have it, a very modern, nicely budgeted gaming computer for only $600. If you have any questions, please leave any comments down below. And if you like the video, please leave a like. It really helps out a lot. And I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.